Alright, let's start. So everyone, this video is going to be a marathon. It's going to be a quite long one. So feel free to pause or replay over and over again. And I'm also going to go quite fast. So feel free to, change the speed into 0.75 if it's too fast for you. Okay, I'm going to start. So for exercise 2D, this is exercise 2D anyway. Yeah. So number 1A, we have this fraction plus the other fraction. So you learned this during elementary. The plus or minus a fraction, the denominator must be the same. So you have to change the denominator into the common denominator. You got to make them become the same number. So for 2 and 4, we can multiply 2 to the 2 to make it 4. And remember, you have to do the same thing to the top one, to the numerator. Now, so you got to do this. So 1 will become 2, 2 will become 4. And then only after the denominator becomes the same, then you can merge the fraction, right? So negative 2, remember to bring along the minus or the negative sign, plus negative 3 over 4. After you finally merge them, then you can do this exactly like in the exercise 2B, where we learn the addition and subtraction. So negative 2 plus negative 3. So it's like I minus your score by 2 today because you're noisy in class. And tomorrow I minus your score again by 3. So what's the result? It will be negative 5, right? In the end, the 2 and 3 will combine into 5. In the end, you lose 5 points. So that's it. And remember, in this chapter, every time you have a improper fraction like this, where the top is larger than the bottom one, you got to change it into mixed fraction. So here's how we're going to do it. You just divide them as usual. So minus divided by 4, do the division. 4 times 1, 4. Okay, you minus it 1. And then after there's a remainder, you stop. Okay. And then we can create the mixed number already. You do this top, bottom, over left. Remember this? Top, bottom, over left. So 1, 1 over 4. 1, 1 over 4. That's it. Okay. Oh, and then there was initially a negative sign. So don't forget to put negative sign. So it should be negative 1, 1 over 4. That's it. Okay. And 1B, you're going to do yourself. So I'm going to show you 1C, another example. 3, 1 over 8 plus negative 1 over 4. Do it exactly the same method. So firstly, change them into the common denominator. The 4 we multiply by 2. And oh yeah, by the way, this mixed fraction you change into the improper fraction first. And the way you do it is you do the reverse. So just now it was top, bottom over left. Top, bottom over left. We do the reverse. Left, bottom, top. So left times top. Left, bottom, top. Left times bottom. 3 times 8, 24. Plus 1, 25. Again, yeah. 3 times 8, 24. Plus 1, 25. 25 over 8. This one again times 2. Now they have the same denominator. Finally, you can again merge them into one fraction. So 25 plus negative 2. Addition and subtraction again. So yeah, today I plus you 25 score because you are very, very nice, being helpful. And tomorrow I minus 2 your score. Maybe you make a little mistake. So in the end, you're still winning points from me, right? Which is 23 points. So plus 23 or positive 23 is the result. And always remember, if the top is larger than the bottom, change it into mixed fraction. You do it the same way like 1A. Yeah, do the division and top, bottom over left. 2, 7 over 8. 1D, you do it yourself. Now I'm going to go to 2A. Alright, so now this time, still mixed number and fraction, but this time it's multiplication. So in multiplication, it's even easier. Falsely always change the mixed number. Immediately change the mixed number into the improper fraction. 2 times 5, 10, plus 3, 13. Always do that. Now, the difference is now, in multiplication, is just barely top times top, bottom times bottom. As easy as that. And then you simplify it. Done. Even simpler if we can manage to cancel out some numbers first to make it even smaller. So actually these two we can both divide it by 13. So this will be 1, this will be 2, and 5 and 15 we can also both divide it by 5. Then this 1 and this 3 left. So in the end it's just 1 times 3, 3, over 1 times 2, 2. So there's 3 left and 2 left. Right, 3 over 2. Now, even though, don't worry, even though you didn't know how to, simplify this, you can just multiply it, top times top, bottom times bottom. You will have a large number, quite large number, but after that, you can simplify that. Maybe it'll be easier for some people, but maybe canceling out some numbers first is easier for the other people. All right. So 3 over 2, that's it. But remember always to change it to mixed number if the top is larger than the bottom. Go to exercise 2C, 7 over 11 times 1, 4 over 7. Yeah, this one change. And then happy ending because we can cancel this out immediately. It will just 1 over 1, which is just 1. That's it. You do 2B and 3D yourself. Now, for exercise, for number 3A, fraction again, but this time it's not multiplication, it's division. Well, it's almost the same thing, but just dividing by fraction, you have to change it first, become multiplication. That's how you solve a division with fraction. So you can change to multiplication, but the fraction here, you turn them upside down. All right, so yeah, 15 times 2 over 4 times 5. You can just do like that, or I prefer to cancel things out first, reduce the last number first. So both divided by 5, this will become 3, this will become 1. This is both divided by 2, this will become 2, this will become 1. This should be easy for you at this JH1 level. So 3 times 1, 3, 2 times 1, 2, 3 over 2 again, same like just now. So 1, 1 over 2, yeah, you can just review again how you change this mixed fraction into this number. And then we have the 3C. Okay, same thing, division involving fractions. So mixed number changes to fraction. Always, always, always you do this first automatically, no matter what it is about, if it's addition, subtraction, or multiplication, division. Every time you see a mixed number, you must change it directly into improper fraction. Okay, divided by 9. Now, here's a bit difference. Just now I taught you that division you can change into multiplication. The fraction just turn upside down. So where's the fraction here, right? So 9 is actually 9 over 1. Okay? Any whole number, you can always change to a fraction. Just add over 1. How so? Yeah, because if you think about it, 9 over 1 is actually just 9, right? 9 divided by 1 is 9. So yeah, we may do that. But why? Yeah, so we can now finally apply the same thing here. So division change into multiplication, the fraction turn upside down, become 1 over 9. That's it. Then finish it. So yeah, there's nothing we can cancel out here. So just 83 times 1, 83, 9 times 9, 81. Oh, the top is larger than the bottom one. Change again to mixed fraction. Do this division. So top, bottom over left. 1, 2 over 81. That's it. Okay. And then number 4C. Well, number 4 is basically just the same as number 2 and 3. So it's just multiplication and division involving fractions. So I'm not gonna give you a lot of example. I'm just gonna give you 4C. So yeah, same thing. This is one change to mixed number, blah blah blah, larger than the bottom. You do division to change it to mixed number. Oh, by the way, here 35 over 1, 12. You always have to check whether your final answer still can be simplified or not. You gotta make sure. So this one turned out can be divided by 7 both. So yeah. Well, if you're smart enough, actually, you can detect it here already, where you can cancel out things, divide both by 7 here actually. 14/9 can be divided by 7, 14 can be divided by 7. Actually, you can cancel out here. Yeah, but sometimes you can miss it, right? Like just now, I missed it actually. So I didn't realize that these two can be divided by 7. So yeah, it's okay, just the same. It's just that the punishment is you have to, yeah, I'll say, process a larger number until finally you divide it in the end. So yeah, just the same thing actually. And yeah, the final answer is negative. Yeah, remember in multiplication and division, even though it's fraction, these rules still apply. So in multiplication and division, yeah, if same sign you multiply, then the end will be positive. If it's different sign that you multiply or divide, then the end will be negative. So minus times negative times positive will be negative because different sign. That's it. For A, B, D, E, and F, you do it yourself. And keep continuing. Now, number 6, finally, we leave the fraction. We enter the decimal part. So, well, it's very easy actually. So, yeah, negative 4.6 plus negative 3.2. You're gonna do this exactly like you do the whole number. So, let's say you ignore the decimal, yeah? Let's say it's just negative 4 plus negative 3 just now. How normally would you do it? Negative 4 plus negative 3. I minus 4 your score today, and tomorrow I minus 3 again. That'll be minus 7, right? You lose 7 points in total. So you know that in this kind of case, you're gonna plus the 4 and 3 because the minus score is combined, right? So you're gonna do the same thing. So 4.6 and 3.2 here, we're gonna plus them first. 7.8, yeah, it's gonna be, you're gonna lose a total of 7.8 points. So minus 7, negative 7.8. Well, this one, yeah, okay. If you're confused, you can just ignore the decimal first, like 6 plus negative 4. How you normally do it? Again, I plus 6 your score today, and I minus your 4. I minus you 4 points tomorrow because it's 6 minus 4. So you still win by 2 points, right? Still win by 2 how? 6 minus 4, right? So you're gonna do the same thing. 6.9 minus 4.7. 2.2. Yeah, you might have another different approach in doing it. So yeah, feel free to use your way. If your way is proven to be always precise or always correct, yeah. Minus this, yeah. I minus your score today by this, I minus score again, almost same like A. So we plus the minus points. In the end, that's the total minus point you get. This one have minus negative. So remember remember the rule I taught in class, every time you have minus with negative, that's one of the first things you have to do, always. So yeah, GG become plus. I minus you this, but I add you this tomorrow. So in the end, the point you have will be the difference, right? So 1.5 minus 1.7, and you're winning, right? You get more than what I minus you, so positive. In the end, you will be positive. You gain 0.8. That is 6A, C, F, H. You're gonna do the rest. So B, D, E, G. You're gonna do it yourself. And last one is number 7. Decimal again, but this time multiplication and division. Also very easy. You just multiply as usual. Well, if you can use calculator, it's gonna be easy. But this one I'm teaching you, what if you cannot use calculator? Yep, you have to multiply manually. This is how you multiply manually, right? 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 7, 14, 1, 2 times 4. Yeah, like that. 8 plus 1. You know it already, right? If you don't know, feel free to pause this video and just go to the YouTube. Just search up how to multiply numbers. There will be tons of videos that will teach you how to multiply. Right? You do it yourself. I have to assume that by JH1 you already know how to multiply this thing. So the thing that I will teach you, focusing on how the decimal works actually. So if there's a decimal, you just count how many digits behind the decimal point. 1, 2, 3. So the answer should be 3 decimal points. That's it. 3 decimal places. As easy as that. So yeah, like B, C, and D is just all the same thing. You do the multiplication normally as usual, and then you just add the decimal places according to the total number of the decimal places here. So 1, 2, 3. Same like this. So that means the total will be 3 decimal places. For C, 1, 2, 3, 4. The total will be 4 decimal places later for the final answer. And for D, the final answer will be, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 decimal places. Okay, for number 8. From multiplication, we go to division. Same thing, 0.81 divided by 3. Ignore the 0. You just have 81 divided by 3. Again, if you don't know how to do this kind of division, you go to YouTube yourself, search for it. Now, this is 2 decimal places divided by no decimal places. So yeah, just 2 decimal places. So after you get 27, it will be, you write 27 and you count from the back, 1, 2, and put decimal point. So decimal point 27, but you cannot leave anything, you cannot leave it blank here, right? So you gotta put 0. All right. So for C, again, same thing. You ignore the 0 every time you want to divide. So just 3,400. Ignore the decimal point first. So it's just 3,496 divided by 6. And we get 571. Write it down here first, the final answer always. And then now, there's a slight difference in division. You know, multiplication, you plus all the digits, all the decimal places, right? 2 plus 1, 3. Because multiplication somewhat related to positive, plus, sorry, to plus, yeah? While division relates to subtraction, right? To minus. So 1, 2, 3 decimal places, and then these 2 decimal places, you minus them instead of plusing them in division. So 3 minus 2, 1 decimal place. So yeah, count from the back, 1 decimal place, and then put a decimal place. That's it. So what you're gonna do now is finish the rest of number 1 until 7. The one that I haven't taught you here. You have to do it all. Okay, I'm waiting for your submission. Thank you, everybody.